So hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So I wanted to come on here and just share with you guys my first impressions, mini review, and the cons with regards to these two combat boots here. Now, if you guys have not seen my video on my unboxing of these two, I will leave that link down below. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sit this one right here down, and we're going to talk about this one right here. This is the first one that I got. Now, this boot right here has three different textures, okay? It has the smooth leather, it has the monogram, and it has the suede, okay? And the tongue here is in monogram, and in the back you have the monogram, and up here, and on this pull right here, you have the monogram. So now this one right here I got in my normal size, which is a size 6.5. This works fine for me. I know I've heard some people say to size up a half a size or whole size. For me, I did not have to do that. Excuse me. I have a narrow foot and a narrow heel. So this right here worked perfectly for me. And I actually, let me take off the socks because I had them on for a little bit today until it started raining. So now I wear these socks right here are kind of thick. These ones are on a thick side. So even with that thick sock, these still worked fine for me. I didn't have any issue of, my foot feeling crowded or any rubbing or anything like that. I just have some notes down here that I want to refer to so I don't forget anything. So with regards to sizing, I would say if you have if you have a wide foot, then you definitely want to size up at least a half size, maybe a whole size, just depending. And that could be depending on the climate where you live at. Are you going to need to wear a thicker sock to keep your feet warm? Because these right here really don't provide a lot of like warmth. I remember I had them on one night and I didn't have socks on that were this thick. But, my feet felt a little cold. Not too cold, but, definitely it had a little chill to them. So, yeah, depending on what climate you live in, if you're going to be wearing really thick socks, or if you have a wide foot, I would definitely recommend going up at least a half size. Now, let's see here. Talked about that. Oh. So I lace them up. This is how I lace these particular ones up, okay? Because I want the tongue to be exposed a little more. So I actually leave these three little eyelets I don't put the tie through them. And generally I try to like stick it in like that. And I wrap it around the boot. Now, the other ones I don't do like that, and I will show you and tell you why. But that's how I lace these ones here up. And, it's probably like a little bit more looser on my foot, just so that this tongue, is exposed a little more. So that's how I lace up this particular one. Now, this right here, this lace is leather. Now, I don't have to worry about this coming loose. I don't have to tie a knot in it. And it could be because I did purchase these pre-loved. So this right here, this strap is probably already broken in. The new ones, sometimes it's a little stiffer and you might have to tie a knot in it. But this one right here, I do not, and I don't have a problem with it coming loose. Now, the one thing I will say is there is a con with these, okay? The con is they can be difficult to put on and take off, okay? You really have to make sure that you unloosen all these, this lace all down here, okay? You can't just, loosen it, up here and then think you're going to take your foot out, because it's not going to happen, okay? I've tried that and I'm like, oh my God. So you really have to, untighten the lace kind of down here, because this section right here is like where your foot kind of gets stuck at, putting it in and taking it out. So you really have to make sure these are all unloosened, because as you can see, this does not have a zipper. We can unzip and make it a little bit more easier to take out. So that's the one con, because, you know, when you're putting them on, again, you have to make sure all this down here is relatively loose, and especially because you remember you're going to have socks on. So all this has to be loose, and that way your foot will go in easier. And, you know, you just tie them up and go on about your day. When it's time to take them off, you have to make sure all this down here is loosened so that you're able to take your foot out. I personally don't like grabbing on this right here to put them on, because I never want it to break. It shouldn't, but I don't know, so, and I'm not going to put it to the test. So I just make sure I don't pull on this. Generally, when I wear these, I have my jeans tucked inside, just so all this right here could be shown too. That's just, you know, how I prefer the wear, because to me, the boot is made to be seen, okay? So therefore, you know, I like for the boot to be seen. You know, I want all this right here to show, so I generally will tuck my pants down inside. So I think that is all I want to mention about these ones right here. Now, I'm going to move on to this one here. Now, I got this one after, of course, I got this. This one has 4 textures to it, okay? You have the leopard print, you have the canvas, you have the suede, and you have leather. Okay, so this particular boot has 4 different textures, and you know the LV is in this leopard print right here. Out of the 2, I like this one the most. I just like the color; it's very different. I like the LV on the side, but this one right here, I think you could probably wear a little bit more often than this one. That's just my opinion. So now, this one right here. In the beginning, I was lacing this boot up like this one, tying it in the back. But what I noticed was, you know, it was starting to leave. I brushed it out now, but it was starting to leave, you know, a mark, okay? And with this being a lighter color and the laces being black, you know, I didn't want to start, you know, having some black line go across this and, you know, having the suede, you know, rubbing and kind of, you know, wearing around here. Actually, on this one right here, I kind of alternate, because again, even though, you know, it's the black on black there, and you don't have to worry about it leaving a mark, again, I don't want the suede to start wearing in that area. So this one right here, sometimes I alternate. Sometimes I'll wear it like this, and sometimes I will wear it like this, just to kind of give that suede a break. So now this one right here is a size 7, okay? And this works perfectly fine for me as well. So this one is a half a size up than my normal shoe size. So now I can wear the thick sock. I mean, like I said, I can wear thick socks with both of them. It doesn't, you know, it doesn't bother me with either one. This one right here, of course, I have a little bit more room in here because of it being a half size bigger. This one right here is a little bit easier to take off than the other one. Again, because it's a size 7, but I still go ahead and just unloosen it right here, but I don't have as much difficulty taking this one off as I do the other one. This one right here, when I tie it, I generally leave these 2 eyelets right here without the laces, and again, I just try to turn it in, and because I want more of the leopard to show, and then sometimes I will even, you know, unloosen it to the other eyelet so that more of it's showing. But this one right here, because I'm tying it in the front and it has a lot more lace, is longer. So this one I tie it and then I tie a knot in it just so that the lace isn't as, you know, as long. But, and again, this right here also has the LV and the monogram in the back. And, you know, the leopard, I just love this boot right here. This is so, so beautiful. And both of these are made, as you can see there, both of them are made in Italy. This one as well is made in Italy too. So that is pretty much it. like I said, I just wanted to point out the different textures and just do a comparison, a little comparison between these two. Now, this black one right here is still on the Louis Vuitton website. You still can purchase this one right here. I think it's going for $16.80, and I paid with tax and everything. I think I'll leave the price. I don't know if it was $10.50. I think it was $10.57, something like that. That's what I paid. So this was like a $750 savings. This one right here I got for real steal because I think I paid like $557. It was a bid, and like I said, I'll leave the link to the video. I don't want to get all into that again, but I love them both. I just think they're such a beautiful boot, very stylish. This one right here, of course, you cannot get anymore. This one is rare, very hard to find. I did see this on, I think I saw a pair on Vestiaire. I saw one pair on eBay. That's where I got mine. And then they also had where they made this one right here that had leopard print down. I think the leopard print was like down here, and I think the tongue might have been leopard print, but they also made it in this black color and had some leopard print. If I find a picture of that one, I will leave it somewhere. But yeah, but this one right here is really, really, you know, even on the pre-love market, I was just really fortunate to find this and in my size. And so that was really good. So I believe that is it. I will show you what they look like on, and with the different way of them being laced up. I'll have this one on and this one on, so you can kind of get an idea of how they actually look on, laced up on my feet. Okay, so I hope everyone is doing well. Here in California, we have some rain, honey. Yes, we do, and we definitely need the rain. So it's chilly outside, it's raining outside. So I had these on at first because it wasn't raining, and then when it started raining, I said, oh, I got to go back home and take these off because, you know, even though I did protect them, you know, I just don't want, because it's pouring out. I mean, it's not like drizzle, it's pouring out. So I didn't want to keep them on and run the chance of messing them up, even though I protected them still, you know. So anyway, I hope everyone is doing well. I think that is it. I wrote some stuff down here. So yeah, but you know, that's the only con, is just taking them off and putting them on. But for me, that's not a big enough con not to still love them. I absolutely love them. And so yeah, that's it, guys. So everyone take care and be safe out there, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye, guys.